recording. Then we can start. Okay.
0.8 divided.
So say 0.08
divided by 12 because it's yearly.
But if it's compounded yearly, the compounding periods are 1. So it will divide by 1, which will still stay as 0.8.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. You see now, because
yes,
now you are talking to me, you are able to understand where you would have gone wrong if you're working out alone. So I want this engagement to continue like this. Okay, so let's first calculate the simple interest. I've given you the formula. So substitute the values into the simple interest formula.
Okay, we're gonna say 3.
So our P is
3750. Our P is 3750.
Yes.
Bracket 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1. And then our time is 12. I'm confused about T.
Our T is
12.
And it's sure. For 3 years. T will be?
Okay. 3 years.
T will be 3. Then solve the equation.
Okay. Three 710 brackets 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1 times 3 brackets 1 4.656. When I'm saying 7,350 brackets 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1 times 3, we're getting the answer 4.650.
Yes, and then now let's calculate the future value of a compounding interest.
Okay.
Our P remains the same. It's still 3750.
Okay.
1 plus our rate still going to be 0.08. And since it's compounded yearly, which is 1, 0.08 is divided by 1, which will still stay the same. And our period will be 3 multiplied by 1, which will be to the power of 3. So calculate that.
This is equal to P by 1 plus R. Okay. It's not the same. Okay. 3, 7, 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1 times, say brackets, power 3 times 1. 3 times 1. 3750 brackets 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1 exponent 3 times
Plus. What is the answer? Anybody?
Times 1.
Anyone?
Lizzie,
Yes.
I'm not sure if my answer is right. I
What did you
said
get?
3. I
No,
said
give me
3.
your answer. Yes.
Okay,
What is your answer?
12.150. It's 12.150.
Okay. Other people, what did you get? Others? Hello?
Lizzie, I can't. Can you just share with us? Thank you.
But I am sharing the PDFs. It's shared. And
Yeah,
I've
but
been
my screen is totally just blank. Now I can see. Thank you.
Others? Balungile, was it you who got 4723.92? Sorry?
Sorry?
Did you get
We're getting
12,000?
12.150.
What do you get? Balungile?
I get 12.150.
Oh. Krista, do you have an answer for the compounding?
Yes, Lizzie, I got 73.92.
You get
73.92.
70. What is the answer for your compounding interest? Do you get 4,723.92?
92.
Okay.
That's correct. And then I deduct the 4650, and then I
Yes.
get 73.92.
Yes. So once you have the answer for the compounding interest and the simple interest, you're going to subtract one from the other so that you can get the difference. So we're going to say the 4723.92 subtract the 4,650, and the answer you will get will be 73.92. Now, Balungile, what
Yes.
kind of a calculator are you using?
I'm using the Casio.
You're using a
not the
Casio?
natural. The Casio, not the natural display.
Does it have the fraction thingy? The block is for the fraction?
No, Miss, I saw my problem is
Okay.
doing 0.08 divided by 1, and as I see here, you didn't put that divided 1. You only put 0.08 so that you can get that now.
Yes, okay.
Because when I say 3, you must say 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is gonna getting 3. So this is your answer that you got, 400,723.92 cents.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if we move to question number 2, question 20, it says Sarah wants to save 100,000 for the deposit on a townhouse. She wants to deposit 500 per week into the savings account that offers 9% interest per annum, compounded weekly. How long will it take her to save enough for the deposit? So here we need to be calculating N, which is how long, and they want the answer in years. So the n that you will calculate here will be compounded because it will be compounded weekly. So therefore it means your compounding period will be 52. This is the deposit that she wants to save for, which is will be your future value. This is your future value. Or this will be your future value as S or FV. And she wants to make a payment, which is PMT or R. Krista, are you using a financial calculator or are you using manual a Casio or
I have a sharp calculator.
you have a financial calculator?
Yes, Rosie.
Okay, so you will do the financial methods, which are the steps for financial calculator. Our interest, which is R or I/Y, is 9%. So I'll start first with Balungile because she is doing manual calculations. So Balungile, you will have to say what your R is because your R will be 0.09 divided by the compounding periods. There are 52. So you will have to calculate that. You'll also need to find what your N is, which will be the answer that we're looking for. And you will use a formula. S is equals to R times 1 plus I to the power N minus 1 divided by I. That is the formula that you're going to use to substitute the value into your calculator. For Krista, that's on what you will do. So for Balungile, I want to move this closer to the values there so that we can substitute. So have you calculated what 0.9 divided by 0.09 divided by 52? It is that long number, which is 0.00173, and you will need to keep all the values. 0.769. Since we're calculating n, we're going to substitute into the formula. So you saw the formula looks like that, but now I'm going to change it to make R the subject of the formula, which then you do your S divided by everything that's underneath the bracket, which was 1 plus I to the power N minus 1 divided by I. And then we can substitute substitute the values. So our S is 100,000.
Okay.
Divide by everything that is underneath the bracket, which is 1 plus our I, which is
Gonna be 9 divided.
0.01730779. To bracket the power of our. My bad. What am I calculating now? Sorry, my bad. I am doing it all wrong. Sorry. I'm doing it all wrong. We need to calculate N, not I. I'm thinking of payment. Okay, so let's substitute correctly. So we need S is equals to R times everything that is in the bracket, which is 1 plus I to the power N minus 1 divided by I.
Okay.
Okay. This calculation.
So I want to see It's 1 by 1. R is gonna be
So now we can divide 100,000 divided by 500. So we move this by dividing this side by 500, divide this side by 500. So that 500 will cancel out. Left with this side. You will be left with 1 plus 0.001730769 to the power of N minus divided by 0.001730769. This is going to be a bit long calculation. That will be 100,000 divided by 50, 500, 100,000 divided by 500 plus 200 and we can multiply by the one at the bottom, multiply the answer with 0.001730769 equals everything that is at the top, which is 1 plus 0.001730769 to the power N minus 1. So solving what is on the left will be 200 times 0.001730769 equals, and that will give us on the left 0.001730769 3461538. And if we look at this, we can take -1 to this side. So this will be +1 equals 1 plus 0,001730769. Right? We add 1 to that because it's negative. When it goes this side, it becomes positive. And the answer this side was 1,346,158. And this side is to the power of n, and this will be 1 plus 0,00173,069 to the power of n. I want to go back here. So remember that if I have x to the power of y, I can change this. If I apply the logarithm of x to the power of y, the whole thing becomes y log of x. So we can do it the same way, but remember also what you do on the right must also do on the left. So if we apply the log on the right, where we say the log of 1 plus 0,00173,069 to the power n, we must also apply the log to the side. 1,3461538, we must apply it that side. And on this side, then it will be n times the log of 1 plus 0,00173,067. Kept on losing the 7. And this is because we said if we need to take the log of x to the power of y, we can also write it as the y log x. And that's what we're doing on here. And this side will still remain the log of 1,3461538. And now we can divide this side by the log of 1, because 1 plus 0,073 is equals to 1, 0. So we can also say log of 1,3461538 divide by the log, divide by the log of 1,00173,069 equals to n. And you go on to your calculator and calculate for the log of 1,3461538 divide by the log of 1,0071730,769 equals, and n is equals to 171,89. But that is not the answer. By the compounding period. So we divide this by 52. So you'll have to divide the answer by 52, divide by 52, and the answer we get will be n is equals to 3.3. Am I doing it? Did I calculate everything right? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong options. And the answer we're looking for is option number 4. And Krista, did you also get 3.3?
Lizzie, actually, that's my mistake. I only divided by 12, but I was supposed to divide it by 52, then I will get the 3.3.
Yes, you can just
Thank
go back
you.
and say comp. You can go back and say comp 52, comp n, and then divide by 52. It should give you the right answer. So this will be 52, and this will be 100,000, and this was 9, and payment was 500. So ba Balungile,
Hello.
you will need to work smart in the exam, because if I look at this, this was one of the exam paper. It asked this, it takes longer. As you can see, that it takes longer to answer this question, unless if you have a financial calculator. You still have time. Know that you're writing on the 4th of December, so you still have a month. If you can see that you buy a financial calculator, it might be worthwhile, because if you're planning also to do QMI next year, if you're planning to do QMI next year as well, you will need, because you will still be doing the same questions, you will need that financial calculator.
No, Lizzie, I found the. Sorry, Lizzie.
Yes.
I found the other one. My other one calculator. I have 3 calculators, so I didn't see the natural display. So I go and grab, and then I found it. So now I'm safe.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the financial calculator, because even if you get another calculator which is not a Casio or a Sharp, as long as it's not a financial calculator, when we do financial calculation in the exam, you will find it difficult, especially if you don't know that you need to use the log. How do we do calculate this? How do we do this power and that power? You understand? It will take you longer. Welcome Nolutando and Zamangwana. In this session, we are all talking. So I will expect you guys to also unmute and have a discussion when we answer the questions. We are all participating. So you must just make sure that you unmute. Okay, so that is one example, which if I look at it, it looks so weird now. Okay, and that. The next question also is asking, for how long must 1,500 be invested at a simple interest for a year to yield an interest of 405. So they want you to calculate T. That's what they are asking you. And since it's simple interest, whether you have a financial calculator or not, you need to calculate T. So they are asking how long. They give you the interest, they give you the present value, which is P. They give you interest, which is R. They give you interest amount. Interest amount. So now, to calculate simple interest, we know the formula is S is equals to P times 1 plus RT. They're asking you to calculate T. Do we know what S is? S is P minus P plus I, sorry.
Oh, divided.
How do we then answer this question? Anyone?
You?
Let's start first by substituting the values. Let's start first by substituting the values. What will be your S? I gave you the formulas. S will be, come on guys.
S.
I'm giving you the hint already. S is P plus I. And what is our P?
The P is 1,500.
P is 1,500, yes. Plus our interest. Everything is here. I've written it out. Not the interest rate.
Yeah, and then
Interest
it's
I,
0.12. 0.12.
Interest is the amount, which is the I, is
405.
is 405. And then 1,500 plus 405 gives you your future value of 1,905, which is your future value. Then now come substitute into the formula and calculate for T, or make T the subject of the formula. So coming back, substituting the values, our S, which is our future value, is 1,905. Our present value is 1,500 times 1 plus our rate, which is the interest. We divide this by 100, which is 0.12. So our rate is 0.12. And T is what we're looking for. What needs to follow next? What needs to follow next? Zama? What needs to follow next? Is to move 1,500 from this side to the other side. So it means we're going to divide this side by 1,500. We also divide this side by 1,500. This side 1,500 cancels out, and we are left with 1 plus 0.12t. And on the other side, 1,905 divide by 1,500, you get
1.27.
1.27. What comes next? What must we do next? We must move 1 from this side to the other side. And because it's positive, it's going to be a negative value. 1.27 minus 1, and this side will be left with 1.2t. And on the right, we are left with 0.27 is equals to 0.12 t. And what do we need to do here? We need to divide by 0.12 this side and also divide by 0.12 on the other side. Our t will be equals to
2.25.
which is option number 1.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Are you following what we have been doing?
Lizzie, I think the main trick is there that you must just remember to add the 1,500 plus the 5. Is that correct?
Yes, because the trick here is they didn't tell you what your future value is, but you need to know that your future value is your present value plus your interest. Get the future value. The other thing is for you to be able to identify the formula to be used, because at the moment, because I'm giving you the formulas, based on the formula, you need to know what are you given in the question in order for you to be able to substitute the values and know which one you need to be calculating. So let's look at the next one. I need to remove this. Okay, so the next question it is annuities. So with the next question, we're looking at annuities. Okay, so you read the question. The question states that Jackie bought a second-hand car for 800,000 from a dealer in Victoria. She managed to secure a loan at an interest rate of 10.5% per annum compounded monthly. The term of the loan is for 5 years. Determine Jackie's monthly payment. So there we need to be calculating PMT when we come, or we calculate R. This is our present value because it's a loan. Our interest is 10.5. It's compounded monthly.
Which is 24.
And the loan is for 5 years. So for Balungile, you need to calculate what your I is, which will be 0.105 divided by 12, sorry, not 4, but 12. Sorry, this should be 12. Divide by 12. And your N, you should calculate it by saying 5 multiplied by 12. And you need to calculate the present value of an annuity, which you need to calculate R, which is 1 plus I to the power N minus 1 divided by I times 1 plus I to the power N. And for Krista, you need to use the formula, the functions. Second function CA. Second function P/Y, and you put in your compounding periods, and then you put P and T. Then you go on and off your calculator. You do plus or minus the value of your present value. Then you put in the value of your interest, and then you put in the value of your period by saying second function multiply by the compounding periods, which you press the N button and then press the N button again. And when you're done, you just press comp PMT, and that will be your answer. So Balungile, since you are doing the manual calculations, what is your I? I'm just going to help you. The substitution, you will have to calculate it, and then we'll ask Krista for the answer. So what is I?
Okay, our I is 0.0. Okay, our I is 0.00875.
And what is your N?
It's 60.
And then substitute the values into the formula. Your P is 80,000. We need to be calculating R. Then you say plus 0.00875 to the power N of 60 minus 1 divided by 0.00875 times 1 plus 0.00875 to the power 60. You will have to calculate all this.
Okay.
So that you find R. Krista, what is your R?
This is my R. My payment is 1719.51.
171951. So Balungile, you'll have to calculate so that when you do the substitution and calculation of everything, you get the answer of 1719.51.
Okay.
So,
So on.
so if I do this, you'll have to check your answers.
Okay.
So I get R is equals to, at the top, if I do 1 plus 0.875 to the power 60 minus 1, I get 0.686602982. And when I do the bottom part, I get 2.79440022 67. So solving what is inside the bracket, which is 0.686 02982 divided by 2.7944000267 equals. I get 0.24. No. I think there's something that I did wrong. Let's start again. 1 plus 0.00875 equals. Take the square of 60 equals minus 1 equals 0.6866 02981. That's correct. And the bottom one, 1 plus 0.00875 equals, take the square of 60 equals 1.68. Multiply that with 0.007875 equals, yes, that's where I did it all wrong. The bottom part, fix that. 0.014757776 and 0.6866 02981 divided by 0.014757776 equals, and the answer here is 46.52482739. The 80,000. You divide the side by 46,52. We left with R. We'll be left with R, and we divide 80,000 by 46,52482739. 80,000 divided by 46.52482739 equals 1719 point. This is 1719.51, and that is the same as what Krista has got, which when she got it by substituting compounded 12, present value 80,000, interest 10.5, period for 5 years. It takes longer to do the financial math. Since we left with only 4 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go, I'm going to stop here with the financial math so that we can go and look at what Krista also said. She said she also struggles with simplifying the square. Which one is that? What is component 5, Krista?
And Lizzie, it's normally like you've got a 2 square 24 minus a 2 square 3 minus square 2. Then you've got divided by something like 17 to the power of 3 square minus 3 to the power of square 54. That is normally, that is the one actually, that's one of the questions in one of old papers that I got, and that is one of them that I really struggle with.
Do you know which paper was that?
Not by how, not at this moment, no, unfortunately. If you can just show me, because I know I must take the square and then I must take it and then to the power of 2 on both sides. And I'm not sure when to do that.
Okay, is it something similar to this?
Yes, please, Lizzie, that will be nice. Thank you.
Okay. We can look at a couple of them. I don't have to end the session exactly at 4 o'clock. We can end it at 4:30. Are you fine with that?
Lizzie, unfortunately, I've got another appointment and I must leave at 4:15.
Okay, all right. So we can do one more question since you're going to leave at 4:15. I just wanted to make sure that we do as many so that you understand as many as possible. So, for example, this says simplify as far as possible. So they give you here, I'm going to assume that that is to the power of 3. I am not sure, but I'm going to just assume that that is to the power of 3. There. So to simplify this, we can treat the numbers as the square root. So you will take, you can split this in terms of 16 times x to the power of 4, which we can take the square root of 16 times the square root of x to the power of 4 times the square root of x to the power of 8 times x to the power of 3. I'm going to assume that that is x to the power of 3. So the number, we can take the square root of a number. We know that the square root of 16 is equals to 4. But when it comes to the roots, what we can do, we know that a root, we can write it as a power of a half. We know that. So this x, we can write x to the power of 4 as 1/2. And we can do the same with the 8, which will be x to the power of 8 will be to the power of a half times x to the power of 3. Now, since we have 4/1, okay, we can write it as 4/1 and 1/2 for the first one. We can write it in this way. We know with multiplication, we can simplify. 2 goes 1 time into 2, and it goes 2 times into 2. So 2 times 1 is equals to 2, and 1 times 1 is equals to 1. So this will be 4 times x of 2. Then we do the same. X will be 8/1 times 1/2. 2 goes 1 time, and it goes 4 times into 8. So therefore here it will be to the power of a 4 and x to the power of 3. So I'm saying this is 3. It might be 8. It might be 3 or it might be 8. I am not sure, but we will see. So we know that with the powers, the other thing that we know is if we have the power, anything with the same, if we have a product of powers or exponents with the same basis, you remember we add, let's say we have this, we will say it's the same as x to the power 4 plus 3. We add the exponents. We remember that. It's something that we do in component number 1.
Yeah.
So because we are multiplying, then we can add the powers. So this will be 4x to the power 2 plus 4 plus 3, which gives 4x to the power of
9.
which is option number 3.
Lizzie, is there example anything that you can divide something like a square divided by a square? Do you have anything
Yes.
like that?
Yes, you can get something like that. Let's see if any of the exam papers have something like that. That exam paper didn't have anything like that. Are you not referring to this kind?
No, Lizzie, that I can do. That's okay, thank you.
This one you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You cross multiply, Muslim.
Okay.
Lizzie, I do have an example here, if you can help me perhaps. It's 2.
Okay. It's okay. Let me write it down. I'll go to the rough paper.
2.
Okay.
2, then square 24.
2 to the power 24.
2, then square root of 24.
Oh, 2 to the square root of 24.
Minus 2 to the square root of 2 times 3 square root.
Square root of 3 or 3 square root.
Only just, okay, make it 3 square root divided by divided by 17 square root 2 minus 3 square root 54. Do you think we'll get something like this in this basic numeracy or not?
I don't think so. Where did you get this?
This is more on the other one, the quantitativity. Those are more, these questions on quantitativity.
On?
On QM1.
Oh, on QMI. This is one of the exercises we did yesterday from QMI. So you're not going to get this in BNU. So that was for QMI. So this is for QMI, is more advanced than BNU. So in BNU, you get those questions straightforward. Yes.
Okay, no, then I'm more at more at peace now. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Okay, then it concludes today's session. Thank you guys for participating. Anyway, if you need any assistance or help, remember where to find me. You can send an email for a one-on-one consultations from the Numeracy Center. And I wish you all the best with your exam. So since you're writing way late, so I don't know, but the Numeracy Center will close somewhere mid-November, somewhere around the 15th of November. Might be the last time that I do Numeracy Center work. So if you need help between now and then, feel free to send an email for assistance. After that, I won't be able to assist anymore. But closer to the exam, you can also contact me via the WhatsApp or via my private email as well. You do have it on the notes. All my notes have that private email. Other than that, thank you guys and all the best.
Thank you very much, Lizzie, and we really appreciate what you've done over the last few weeks. I think we're just a little bit shy, and that is why we don't always take part in the discussions. But thank you very, very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
We're
Bye.
learning something today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thanks.